We're at the Lehner farm here. We're filling the silage bags over there. They've got a few cows, and they do Holsteins and brown Swiss over here in this pasture. We've got some calves hanging out in the shade, just enjoying the day while we're out here making food for them. Well, it's Labor Day weekend, and here on the Earl Lehner farm in Radnor, Ohio, helping them chop silage today, driving tractors. I started the day driving this Jet 3, but she's a little small for the wagons, and can't get the speed out of it that we need. So I'm going to start just kind of going around it. Earl's got this nice Jet 3. I believe it's a 69. Nice shape. It's been painted at some point in time, but it runs really good. I was just running it around. It's got the spin out rims, got the newer style seat on the back, but it still has the crown fenders, and it's got the 5 gauge dash. So it's a nice running little tractor. I wish I could run it all day, but we're trying to make time. There's rain in the area, so we're trying to do it. So I thought I'd start the video off with what we all know, I know best, which is Molines, and especially a Jetstar. So I'll move over to where they're loading the bag. So it's gonna get kind of loud here, but they've got the bagger going. I'm gonna be running this 806, which is kind of reminds me of the 955. Bringing it out of the wagons into the chute, and it goes in and starts filling the bag. They got the 7110 on the silage machine running it. Matt's out in the field running the chopper. We're running wagons back and forth. So they've got some dairy cattle here. That's what they're chopping for. This is where my 53 Moline UB, if you watch that video when I got it, this is where it came from. So a little bit of every color tractor on this. The other guy's pulling wagons with a 4010 John Deere. So I'll get some drone footage here hopefully, and yeah, this is the day today. Another load up here with the 806. They're unloading another one out of the Geel wagon with the 4010. Nice looking, good running 4010, but luckily I'm riding the 806. I'd rather run red than green, unless it's an Oliver. So just to give you an idea, stopping by one of the barns here, Earl and his son-in-law Matt, they don't differentiate between colors. They've got a 300 here, a little Cub with a woods mower on it, 530, another 530. Got an Oliver back here, a 730 wide front, and then a 620, all packed in here. So they've got, sitting outside here, there's a Super M, and then they've got their cows just across the way here, but the Super M sitting over there. They got a couple more Farmalls in the other barn, and then they've got their cattle out here. I should say their cows. which is what we're doing the silage for. So they're all hanging out, and hopefully it's not going to rain on us today. So we made some progress. We got this bag full. So they put this red piece of tape here to kind of indicate when we're here at the end of the bag. So we got everything shut down. They're getting ready to pull everything out so they can tuck in the end of the bag here. So while it's all shut down, I can come up here and that's what it looks like inside. Where it kind of puts the silage in, kind of churns it in, and then stuffs it in the bag. So we'll get this one swapped out. I think they want to do another half a bag. So what we just did is we just coiled up all this cable. The cable runs down the side of the bag and holds a part on the big frame on the far end to keep the back end from blowing out. So now Phil's getting ready to pull it out. Got to leave enough at the end to tuck it over to kind of seal up the end of the bag.
That's good. That's good.
So we've got the new bag out. Phil's backing the bagger down to where they're going to start the new bag. Lined up. I think they're going to do just a half a bag. They needed more, and this bag was full. And I guess when you start a bag's about $1,500, so they're going to at least do a half a bag to kind of justify that $1,500 bag they got to start. Here's how the bag comes. The bag comes in a box, and then this is the apparatus that goes on the far end of the bag that the cable's hooked to, that holds the end of the bag so it doesn't blow out. And what they do when they get to the end is they kind of tuck the bag down and underneath. So that's what the end of the bag looks like. And so they had that one piece on there to kind of hold this end of the bag together with the cables down each side. And then they now they're getting ready to put the new bag up on there and then rig everything up so they can start with that next wagon. They're working the bag out of the box.
To the side. Okay. So it's got to go down a little farther.
And then it goes on this thing that then has it's winched up to lift it up on there because that bag's pretty heavy.
Keep going. I gotta hold it once you get up a little higher. Yeah, well, hey, you want to unfold that side. Yeah, because you got the same problem. There you go. His is undone.
All right, now they got the bag on there. They got everything lined up the way it's supposed to be. Swing it around. Get it back up on top. Kind of work the bag
Then once we get to a certain
onto
point,
the
we'll
machine.
hold it down a little bit.
There you go. And they'll lower it down on top.
Good. Before we gotta get it worked into the pan first.
All right, and they got it pushed all the way up by the where the cable is. They got it up on the shelf right there. So it's the way that it should be to start feeding it back. All right, now they got it up kind of around. They're working it underneath. They have these big bungee cords that give tension on the bag. So they're working the bag.
Alright, you want to climb down or you want me to get the loader and get you down? I can climb down and get more instead of one.
Getting the bag started so that it'll feed underneath that bungee.
Has to leave to go do chores or something.
All right, so now they're folding up the end of the bag here, get it started.
Oh no, you untied it. You gotta be quicker than that. Yeah. No, we're doing it.
So they just, that tail that they just did, they just tucked in there underneath. So the weight of the bag coming back will hold this end down and seal it.
Yeah, we got it.
Now Matt's getting in the skid steer and he's going to lift up this piece because that's solid, pretty heavy duty steel, because it's got to be in order to take the pressure that's on the end of the bag here. Centering this up on the bag, moving it a little closer. And rather than it falling down, you just save that. And then what they'll do is over here, you're gonna hook your cables that we coiled up. You're gonna hook them there, and then that's what kind of holds tension and makes the bag pack real tight.
Hook. You want it back to the 1100?
All right, they're starting the bag now. They just opened it. Of course, in the first little bit, shoots out quite a bit. I'll walk around should be able to see this start feeding into the bag from the back side, pushing this down. Before the silage starts filing in. So in just a short period of time here, you can see where it's starting to fill the bag. It's working its way to the back. It's going to start pushing against the tail they tucked under here. It's already got some in there. up to about halfway up the bag right now. So it's just a little bit more now. You can see it's pushing out a little bit more. The cables just got a little tight. Actually, the stand just bumped back a little because we're starting to get pressure back on this back piece as that bag fills up. So as the bag fills up, gets full, it pushes the tractor and everything forward. You move this wagon forward, keep hitting the chute, filling it up. And that's how it goes. Got the spool on this side. You see the bag we just filled. It's you know, it's pretty thick plastic, and it's full, kind of like a sausage. But yeah, so that's where we're at. We're gonna finish. There's already pretty good pressure against this, so we'll be heading back to the field to get a few more loads and kind of complete this here for the day. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this. It's a little bit different, a little bit actually getting out in the field and doing some work. I wish I could have run the Jetstar more, but it's a nice clean little tractor, and it's just fun to get out here and help out some friends. And Earl's got a great farm here. This farm, he said, was bought by the family in 1951, and he's got son-in-law Matt that works it with him, and then his daughter Sarah's going to be doing some stuff with him. So it's kind of a family operation here, and they farm about 800 grain acres, and then got the cattle and kind of do a little bit of everything. So all right, till the next video, hope you enjoy it.